is that scary? Does that make you nervous that the change is happening?
No, well, if you know about the changes, you could encompass it. So you could make it work better for you.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that trails would do for me is like, you say this trail would get you from here all the way to Chattahoochee River.
Yeah.
We know that is just on the other side of West Marietta Boulevard.
That's right.
Which is a plethora of shops. So you got Ted Turner's Grill, you got Corner Grill, you have Publix, you have shops you could go to like banks, you have Regions over there, you have Chase.
Doctor, dentist, all of that.
All of that encompasses chiropractor. Like I could be able to go and get social mobility and still be able to get home within 20, 30 minutes.
That's fantastic.
Especially on a bike or scooter. So I'm really looking forward to it.
So that's that key piece with like a 30-minute ride. Scooters, bikes go like 10 miles an hour, 12 miles an hour. So you do the math on that, you know, in 30 minutes you could get 4 or 5 miles pretty easily, which is just as fast as in a car, but you don't have the expense of a car.
And then another thing with paved trails, rather than you having all the humps and lumps, it keeps you elevated at a certain height, and then it drops you down, but it keeps everything smooth while you're going through these elevations.
That's right, which makes it possible on a scooter. Like a scooter wouldn't really work on a dirt path.
Oh, nah, or a steep hill.
Right.
Because the battery is not the best, so it's like a little lithium battery, you know.
Yeah. It's not designed to climb mountains.
It's designed just to keep you going from point A to point. Yeah.
That's right, I see. Okay. Well, so, we talked earlier, last time we met about MARTA. So, you know, what other destinations do you see as being really critical for residents of Grove Park, for example?
Yeah, so even with the trails, we could, if MARTA would come to the table, and as they're already doing, is building BRT, bus rapid transit.
Yep.
If the trails connect to bus rapid transit, it allows people to not only get out and get away from their homes, but the grocery store that's not in your community, or that
grocery store. So grocery store is a key destination. We need to make sure to keep that in mind. Grocery store.
Yes.
Okay.
And also school. So like
school. All right.
When I was growing up, I went to a charter school, so they didn't have transportation options for us, so we had to take MARTA to school.
Which means you have to get to MARTA, and then you have to get from MARTA to where you want to go.
Safely. And sometimes, like, getting off at the Vine City train station, walking around to school, it was kind of dangerous because there was limited light on paths. There's typically more lighting.
So we're doing, so just so folks know, part of the citywide trail plan, we will be proposing most trails, not all of them. There will be ones in nature settings where we won't have lights, but most of them, like you see over here, this is a lighted pathway. So we know that access to schools is important for kids and for families, but we also know that safety factor is crucial. So we're going to light those trails. We'll probably also have security cameras so that people feel safe. We want people to feel safe in these settings.
Right, and another thing too, I know working in Zone 1, Major Mormon could attest to this, that they're actually about to get ready.
That's APD Zone 1?
Major Mormon is the person,
commander.
The commander, the person in charge, the big dog in Zone 1, and something that he's working on is to get us bike patrol.
Oh,
and we also got the Atlanta Fire Department building their new facility with medical and fire.
Wow.
State-of-the-art facility they're building just 2 miles away from here, right at the corner of North Eugenia and Hollywood.
Hollywood, okay.
We're about to get ready and build, well, they're already building it. It's about to be finished, Fire Station 22. And what is that going to mean for the parks and paths?
Yeah.
They both have emergency personnel less than a 10-minute drive from the park. And people are going to be able to reap that benefit.
Yeah,
Send more emergency personnel out on the trails would even do the trick.
So Atlanta Police Department has the Path Force. So Path Force are police officers on bicycles. It's small, it's just begun. But the idea is to expand that over time as the city's trail network expands. Then we have more officers on bikes who are out and about in the community, integrated with the community, working with us to keep us safe.
And that makes sense, and we would love that. So as we're planning this forward and we see the upgrades come into our neighborhood, the upgrades come into, social mobility, we have to not be scared of it, but plan for it.
Yeah.
And that's why I would love for my neighbors
advantage of it.
take advantage of it.
Yeah.
I would love for my neighbors to go out to trailsatl.com and, look at the plans, look at how we could get involved, because they actually want to hear from us. They want to take our ideas, our inputs, and put it down. Like, one of the biggest things that I would love to see is being able to get to each APS school. They have 13 high schools, I believe it is.
Mm-hmm.
What if the high schools, because we know they have to go to work, if they don't have a MARTA stop at their school,
Yeah.
they should at least have a trail.
That's
or
right.
some type of social mobility to get them
You
to a
can
MARTA
get it,
station.
like
Yeah, if we could get around to some of these trails and just make it connect to like some of the high schools, like if we go from high school to MARTA stop or to a park,
yeah.
because some of the parks there, like Anderson and Mosley, that sits by Westlake MARTA station.
Westlake, and then Doug on the other side of that is H.E. Holmes Station.
Right.
But good luck trying to get between H.E. Holmes and Frederick Douglass High School.
Especially
Along that road, on that freeway off-ramp, we can do better.
It's crazy. So looking at ways to encompass, trails to make it safer social mobility, and also for my neighbors, it's time for us to get out here and give your input. They just can't hear from me. You also got to go to trailsatl.com. That's trailsatl.com, and you all have to give your input. The whole city has to connect with trails, almost similar to what the Beltline does. You got to look at the monetary benefits of it. The tax, the appraisals on your houses are gonna go up. Yes, we gotta look out for our seniors, and we will have homestead exemptions and making sure that we help our seniors with that process as well. But get out here and plan this. This could be bigger, better than the Beltline. We're not in competition, but it's a partnership, and we want to make sure that we work together.
Nicely stated, Akiem. That's really great. Yeah, because trailsatl.com, that's where we're going to hear from you about where you want to go. We're going to be able to answer, you can ask questions, we'll do our best to answer them. We just want to understand how you want to interact with these trails. This is a generational investment in our community, and we want to make sure that we're doing it right. Thank you.
All right, Eric, nice meeting you, man.
Nice meeting you too, Akiem. Take it easy.
Yes, sir.